It is time for the MLS playoffs. Potentially, we could have 3 matchups in this episode, or just 1. We'll see how it goes. Up first today, we have a matchup against the Montreal Impacts. We did end up securing the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, so we got to skip the first round of it. Where we last left off, we played the Sounders, and then we beat New York City 4-1, Chicago Fire 2-1, Toronto FC 3-0. We drew against LA Galaxy 1-1, and now we got the Montreal Impact. We're looking pretty good right now. Anguello has picked up his form a little bit. He's been scoring a lot of goals for us. Saw picked up an injury, so he's back in the lineup finally. I don't know what to expect, guys. You know how the playoffs work. We could be dominate them, or we could be knocked out in the first round. Favorites for a reason, though. And I have decided that after the playoffs is over, I'm going to ride out the contract unless a job opens up that I'm really interested in and apply for it. And then once my contract expires, and we'll be looking for a new club. I wanted to stay longer at the MLS, but it's got to the point where it's really just not fun to me anymore. I still think people need to give it a shot and play in it and see what they think about it. I think a lot of people could have a good time with it, but I'm ready to move on. We're sitting at 3.5 stars potential player, or we're sitting at a 3.5 star reputation coach right now, or manager. So I think it's time to move on. Hopefully make it down to Mexico or Brazil. One of those nations. Maybe having a short episode, guys. We go down 1-0 in the 15th minute. I'm not sure how many times we've actually lost to the Impact. I don't know if we even have. I feel like this is one of those teams that we typically beat, but every now and then they'll pull off a surprise against us. That was not nice. Don't do that. We're supposed to win. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's time. We've really rebuilt this club from the ground up. Not many players are left from when we first got here. I'm trying to think. Anguello potentially, Ruan, Santos. Those guys are players that were still here when we got here. Wagner gets it in. It's his 10th of the season, assist by Felipe. Tied up 1-1 now in the 23rd minute. The next episode will probably be a job hunt. Just forewarning, if I find a job that's one of those that I apply for when I'm still the head manager here, we may come back with a new club in the next episode, but I am expecting it to be a long search until a job opens up that meets our quality, that wants us. So I'm expecting it to be a long journey, so it may be an episode, which is what I'm expecting. Now I've been kicking a corner and can't find anybody. Felipe's chasing it down here. Can't get from highlight ends. He got to it. The highlight just ended. Nyman with another corner here. Can't find anybody. This looks really familiar like the last one. Millar is running with it now. Wagner there to hopefully close down. Doesn't really challenge him. Wallace getting in there to stop it. That was a beautiful play by him to stop that attack. I should bump that up. Okay, it drops it down to 6.6. Thought that was a good play by the guy. Nunez clears it here. Good save by Muse. Why does his rating keep dropping? He looked good in that one highlight. I don't know what. Hands in the pocket. Keep playing the way you have. We'll win the match. I do feel like we've had more opportunities than Montreal has in this match. Reese with the ball now. It's hit really hard. Was that a foul? Play it up, man. Act like your leg's falling off. All right, we're going to see the long run, the awkward pause here. And we wait. We still wait. He runs back very slowly. Anguilla is going to be taking this. As I said in the last episode, Anguilla is usually pretty good at taking penalties. He finds the back of the net, puts us up 2-1. 20th goal of the season for that man. Anguilla was one of those players I thought we'd move on from by now. But I don't really see why we would move on from that guy. He's been a stud every year we've been here. To the point of where I actually looked him up on the Derby County save. He's not that good. We got a game again, guys. Nyman kicks it over to Wagner, up to Warren. Hadn't said his name all day today. He's fell off the face of the earth. And then he claps that afterwards. That wasn't nothing worthy of clapping at, fella. I'm thinking the substitutions we're going to bring in is Olivia and Blitzer. Get those guys out there, see if we can get a goal. And we're not looking that hot out there. I hadn't really paid attention to the stats, so I don't know if this is really justified or not. Nunez gets the ball here. He kicks it forward, looking for Saw. Saw brings it down, heads it toward Nyman. Okay, just basically the same thing as what just happened. Warren's going to try cutting inside, can't get to it. Felipe with it. Over to Wagner. Anguillo. Bangs it forward. He's got Warren. Just a little bit too far out in front of him. Couldn't get to it in time. This is a long highlight. Wallace gets it to Anguillo to Saw. Continues. Yeah, I think we should be winning this match. I just seen that we had a XG of 3.25 and they had something. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't a 3. That's for sure. Saw gets it here. He's got players running with him now. He's got Warren on the right-hand side. Anguillo's coming up short on the left-hand side. Warren's going to take this, though. The hero, Joe Warren, with his 9th goal of the season. He's missed a lot of the season. Bangs it in, though, for us. 3-2, assist by Saw. I think we're still going to make that change with Blitzer and Olivia in the center for Felipe. It's time to go ahead and do that change now. Try to get a little bit of a lead in this match. I mean, we have one now, but I'd like to be 4-2 right now. Okay, we got one final substitution. Apparently Reese is a yellow card away from a suspension, so we're going to go ahead and make that change. Sandler's going to come in for him. I want Reese to be available for these next couple of matches. He's going to be important for us. A fellow that has really developed this year. It's been fun watching him this year. I've really enjoyed playing him. Montreal Impact just taking it all the way. Muse kind of struggled with that. Gets it up. Well, I thought he picked it up. Corner attack. Well, into the highlight instead. Inez clears it forward to Blitzer, who brings it down to Nyman. Looks to get it to Joe Warren. He cuts it inside. Cuts it really far inside, trying to make Anguillo run for that, but Anguillo was not ready at all for that pass. Got some of the computer parts in today. I'm excited. Blitzer with his first goal of the season. That's going to sum it up right there. 4-2, 81st minute. We're moving on to the next round. I'm glad that Blitzer finally got a score. He never really worked his way into the lineup. He made a couple sub appearances, but then he got hurt the same time Saw got hurt. So wasn't really able to play him like we wanted to. So it's good to see him scoring there. I would go ahead and take Anguello out if I could right now, but no subs. 5 minutes of added time. They got a corner kick coming here. Wallace clears it forward. I'm going to guess that's going to drop his rating down again to a 6.4 because, you know, that's what happens to him. Blitzer's running with it. He passes over to Olivia. Olivia's going to take this shot. He hits the dink. He gets it in. 11th goal of the season for him. Assist by Blitzer. 5-2. We're running away with it now. That is what you love to see, gentlemen, right there. That was a pretty play by Blitzer and Olivia right there. We got about a minute left. Moving on to the Eastern Conference Final now. I really hope we play Inter Miami. I really want that. I think that'd be fun. It is the matchup we wanted. It is Inter Miami. It's been our kryptonite this whole season. They have been our Achilles heel. The one team that we have not been able to beat all season long. How fitting would it be to go in there and absolutely just destroy them in this match? I don't think it's going to happen, though, because they're a very good side. And like I said, they have beat us multiple times this season. Apparently, I don't want to tell you who we're playing. We got Muse and goal back for Ruan, Reese, Nunez, and Inez. Midfield of Sandler and Wagner. On the right-hand side, we got Warren. In the middle, Felipe. On the left-hand side, Anguello. Up top, we got Saw. I'm really looking forward to this match, but I think we may get knocked out of the playoffs with this match. I meant to do a little bit of opposition instructions, but I didn't. So we'll be pausing the match as soon as it starts to do that. Put ourselves in the best possible position, but we know what we got to do here against the Inter Miami squad. All right, let's pause it. Let's do this before I forget. We definitely want to put somebody on Brian Gill. I kind of want to press him just because of he's already a little bit tired, and then I want to tackle hard here. I think that's what we're going to do right now. Brian Gill has been this team's best player by far, in my opinion. Had him in a couple of saves before, and he's really fun to play with. It's just crazy that he has spent this amount of time in the MLS. He's a really good player. If you hadn't had him in any of your saves, check him out. Muse looking to get it up here to Warren, who gets ahead of it a little bit. Anguello with the ball now. Oh, that would have been perfect. He had it. Inez gets the ball here. Kicks it back to Muse. Warren with it now. Kicks it up to Ruan. Little play right there. Nice. Little play there. Nice. That was some good English. Reese gets it to Sandler, to Wagner. Up to Ruan. He's got Warren up in front of him. He's got Felipe. He's got Sa Anguello on the other side. He opts to give it to Wagner, who gets it up to Anguello, who gives it to Sa, who scores. It's his 39th goal of the season. Assist by Anguello. 1-0 for the Orlando City squad. You know, I didn't even think about like Inter Miami and Orlando being an actual rivalry. This is a pretty cool matchup just because they're pretty close together. Just, I don't know. Didn't think about that. Inez, he's trying to close this down. Can he get to it? He stops the cross, kicks it over to Nunez, back to Inez. I've always hated that partnership of Nunez and Inez because the names are just really similar. Well, I've been playing Wallace a lot. I like Wallace. Saw getting another opportunity. It's a brace for him. He gets his 40th goal of the season. Not sure who got the assist. he does a little roly-poly over there for a celebration. 2-0 in the 18th minute. It's a bloodbath. We're slaughtering Inter Miami right now. Anguello gets the ball. There's a lovely little pass to Inez. He's looking to cross it in, but it opts to pass it back to Nunez. Can't find anybody in the middle. Over to Inez again. Back to Nunez. Over to Inez. Desai. Looked like he was offside, I thought. Was he offside? Oh, hell no. 30th. 30th. He gets a hat trick. 41st goal of the season. We're up 3-0. Just finish them. They're dead. Put them in a body bag, Johnny. They are out of this matchup. We have completely shut this Inter Miami squad down, allowing only one shot. I don't know why I done encourage. I should have done like praise or something like that. I got everybody mad at me now. Felt like I should have said something, you know? Yeah, put them in a body bag. Just say, get that out of here. You're not going to the championship. We are. Inez, he's trying to close it down again. Can't get to it. Wagner comes over to assist, and it's not a good look. Reese clears it out. They're still on the attack here. Yeah, this is like an extremely long highlight. I mean, I get it. It was kind of an action-packed highlight, but I'm kind of ready for it to end. Brian here, he's going to take a shot. Inez clears it again. There we go. In that highlight, goes into halftime 3-0. Pump the fist, outstretched arms, not thrash him. Very happy, guys. Let's keep it up. We're going to try getting an attack going here early in the first half. Try going up 4-0 against them. This is just like I'm really happy about this. The squad has been a thorn in my side the whole season. Ruan gets it over to Wagner. To Warren. He's got a chance to put us up 4-0. He can't finish, though. Yeah, it just took me a couple tries to finally figure out the Inter Miami squad. Pretty much just tightly or press on Brian and tightly mark your striker, and you're good. or tackle him hard. Just do something. I don't know. Seems like it's worked in this matchup. Wagner with a good slide and tackle to stop that attack. Brian is really struggling out there, only putting a 6.5, and he is exhausted. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted Brian out of the matchup. We wanted to eliminate him, and we have. I figure he's coming out. He just came out. Ruan is on his... He's got one more card. We're going to go ahead and take him out. We're going to swap Inez over for him. Wallace is going to come in. You know what? Salah's going to come out for Blitzer. Might as well do it. Blitzer had a goal in the last match. We want to see if he can score again here. I do want to take out Anguello as well, though. I would take out Inez, but Anguello has played a lot of minutes of late. Fuzio is going to come in on that left-hand side. And it's going to be championship time, baby. We're going to the championship. We're going to hopefully bring home that trophy again this year. I know our Prestige would really like it. I think I would like a Seattle Sounders matchup again because they beat us earlier in the season 4-2 when I don't think we deserved that whooping that we got. Muse with a good save there. Kind of done a little bit of a slide afterwards. Not sure what happened there. Wallace throws it to Wagner, who immediately kicks it to the goalkeeper. If this is the highlight, it's been an odd one. Reese heads it forward. Inez tries to take it away, can't get to it. Wallace has got to run over there to stop this attack. He doesn't get to it. Inter Miami do get on the scoreboard. It's 3-1 now. You knew it was going to happen. They've got a good side. Just not good enough today. Reese with the ball. Kicks it forward. Looking for Warren. Warren's just going to run it himself. He's going to take the shot. He's going to get it in. It's 4-1. It's his 10th goal of the season. Assist by Reese. Does the roly-poly celebration. That's kind of disappointing. You can do better than that. I do really like I think I am going to keep up with Orlando City this upcoming season in the MLS. I think the MLS is pretty easy to watch in the USA. I think it comes on ESPN Plus for us. So I should be able to watch it. Warren, he gets a brace. This is the 11th goal of the season for him. Assist by Felipe. He's going out with a bang. I am going to miss Joe Warren. But this side has got a lot of players that I really like. You know, I want to keep up with some of them. I want to keep up with Wallace to see how he develops, because like I feel he could have developed into a player like Nunez, like that quality, not that style of player, but that quality of just being a really good player for this side if we would have stayed around a little bit longer. Keep up with him. Saw, I think you want to keep up with Joe Warren. From earlier in the save or earlier in the adventure here at Orlando City, I want to keep up with Jensen. McAtee, I think McAtee would be cool to keep up with since he's in England again. Okay, I guess we're going to keep playing this match. I don't know why we don't blow the whistle here. Okay, I was about to say, like, the match is over. Blow the whistle. Outstretched arms, very happy with how you played, guys. Well, we certainly got a tough matchup. We're going up against the Seattle Sounders. Beat us earlier in the season, 4-2. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit of revenge. The squad's looking like this today. In goal, Muse. The back four of Ruan, Reese, Nunez, and Wallace. In the midfield, we got Sandler and Wagner. On the right-hand side, we got Warren. In the middle, we got Felipe. Left-hand side, Anguillo. Up top, we got Saw. I hadn't added anybody to the bench yet. We're going to put Paradis on there. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this matchup either. I thought we would have got eliminated in the last match against Inter Miami. We somehow pulled that off pretty convincingly. Maybe we can do that in this matchup. The last time we played them, they beat us 4-2, like I said. Okay, big deal. It's probably the last time you see me in a purple suit as well. But it was 4-2. It wasn't really that far out of a match. I think it was a lot closer than what it was. So we're going to hope that we can kind of get a little bit of revenge on them. I remember the midfielder, this gentleman right here. He was pretty good. He beat us. He played us really well. Actually, I like how that kid looked. I might have to look into him when we move clubs. Reese with the goal, 1-0. I mean, we re-signed Buzio. Is Reese's contract up? What are you? I'm just saying, guys. Kid looks to be a pretty good little player at their 20-year-old. I have to look to bringing him to our next club. There is a job that has opened up in Mexico, and I'm not sold on it. I like it. Don't get me wrong. Like it has the making of a job that I would typically take. It's I don't know. When I think of Mexico, it's just like not what I really think of in terms of football. So we'll see how it goes. I kind of want to resign a little bit sooner and start the job hunt, because, as I said before, the club that I have wanted to go in Mexico, we got the email saying, hey, you know, I might not be re-signing a contract in Orlando, and the number one candidate was the manager of the club that I've always wanted to manage in Mexico. So it's like, I kind of want to hold out for that job after our contract ends, but I don't want it to be one of those situations of like, we had an opportunity to go to Mexico and we didn't take it because we wanted this other job. So it's kind of tough. But anyways, back to the match. We're 3-0 up. No big deal. This is what we do. We win games. When Salah's having a good game, it's fun. He gets it. Ruan gets it up to Warren. Works it inside. Takes the shot himself. Can't find it. Might should have opted to get it to Saw there. Saw was in more of a position to score. Warren was kind of running out of space. Saw takes another shot here. Lovely first touch there to get that shot off. Can't finish though. I was hoping one of these matchups against Inter Miami or Seattle would have been like a. And I guess that's one reason why I kind of want to leave MLS. Like the games, don't get me wrong, like it's fun winning. Like it's fun winning, but it just really takes away from it. Like you're like, okay, we're winning another matchup. Okay, we're winning another matchup. It really takes away from winning when you win all the time. I don't know if that makes sense. Not as exciting. Saw gets the ball down. Jason. Hey, ho. We're not going to talk about that shot. You thought there was a player there. That's what it was. You was trying to pass to somebody. We're going to pump the fist. Nope, outstretched arm. Happy with how things are going. Keep it up, guys. I will show you the club afterwards that I'm thinking about applying for. It's just one of those situations like I have doubts, but I have like I want to go there just because it's Mexico, and I've wanted to go there since South Africa. I mean, that has been one of the places I want to go. I think it will be the end game of the nations outside of Europe. After that, I have started loading some of the European leagues. I want to load in some more of them, but we may spend a good little while in Mexico if we're enjoying it. Joe Warren, 5-0, Saw with an assist. 64th minute. Said 5-0, 4-0. Can't count or read, apparently. Feeling like right now, I really don't even know how to commentate this match. It's not. I mean, it's just exciting. I'm glad we're winning. Don't get me wrong. I'd be more excited if it was a closer match. Don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not really that tired. These 3 match episodes, like I will be ready to get out of that though. Like I'm kind of tired of the way the leagues ran. And I will be looking forward to actually paying players, because we can't pay players here. It's one reason why nobody ever comes back. We can't pay them for what they're worth. Oh, you want to come back and get a senior squad contract? It's not much, but you know, it's something. This is a very long highlight. Well, I'm not sleepy. Like I've started yawning now and I can't stop. There's the goal. We knew it was coming with that highlight taking as long as it was. Oh well. Maybe it'll make the matchup a little bit closer. Ruan is getting a little bit tired out there. We hadn't made a sub yet, which is, I don't know why. Usually made them by now. We'll do it after this highlight though. Ruan will come off. I don't know who's going to come in. Probably Inez. Maybe if we have one of our backup options, you know, like Tran or something like that. Let's say we're getting a little bit closer of a game here. All right, it's time to make some substitutions. Ruan's coming off. Wagner's coming off as well. I don't know after that. We'll bring in Santos. He deserves to play a little bit in this final match. He's been here for a long time. Do this number right here. No, Olivia's starting that. I mean, I guess we can. We'll do that. That's okay. Let Buzio play. We won't have a good matchup. Maybe it'll make it a little bit more interesting. Sandler clears it. Nobody's really showing like they want this ball, Olivia. God, I'm yawning, man. I might have to take a break after this. Wallace throwing this in. I'm ready for this match to end. I want to be holding up that trophy. I want the job hunt to start. I'm ready for it. Got a little bit of a ball game now, gentlemen. It's 4-2. They're making a little bit of a comeback. All right, guys. I know I said I wanted it to be interesting, but just trying to play it up for the camera. Let's try winning this match. It's run for it, Olivia. Run. Warren. Okay, now we're looking good. Now this is what we like to see. 5-2. Fourth goal of the season by Buzio. Warren with the assist. Wallace gets the ball here. Kicks it over. He's looking for Buzio. Can't get to it. Seattle on the counter. They get it in. It's 5-3. This last couple minutes have been fun. We've looked kind of poor out there these last couple minutes. They're really countering against us. Okay, 5-3. We win the championship. We're not going to hold up a thing, though, because apparently they don't do that. Hands on the hips. Nope, outstretched arms. Well done, guys. That was a good win for us. So we're going to look at a little bit of the job stuff. By the time this episode comes out, though, I will have done got a new job. Just sorry. Okay, so let's look. Apparently we got more scouts and I didn't realize we had that many scouts. Okay. Appreciate the email, guys. I find it easier to look at it job security wise instead of job center. Scroll into the available jobs. There is Santos in Brazil. This will be a pretty good job. Great everything. Only I don't like about this club, I don't like that badge. And I'm sorry, usually badges like it shouldn't be. Badges are usually kind of a breaker, kind of a deal breaker for me. Then we got the job that I talked about in Mexico, Guadalajara. It looks really good. Like, it's a really good job. It's one of those situations like I probably should take the job or at least apply for it. Their season is almost up. They're sitting in 17th right now. So, yeah. Ooh, wrong button. Wrong button again. See, their season's almost over. They're about to go into, I don't know how their season works. I think their season's about to end. I don't really want to dig into it deep because I kind of like to just dive off in the deep end and figure out the league rules after we get in there. But, yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, like, if I would have never got that email about the club that I wanted to manage, if I would have never got that email saying that their manager was considered the front runner for the Orlando City job after I leave, I would apply for this job. But because that's in the back of my mind now, it's like, don't really want to do it. Job security, we're back there. I'm not really interested in this job, mainly just because like their badge is just shit. I don't really see anything else that really interests me in the available jobs right now. Get down here, there's another Brazilian job that looks pretty interesting, 3.5 star, but their youth facility is kind of trash. Not really super interested in it, but it'd be one of those last resort jobs. And after that, I really don't see much. Yep, we're down to the stable jobs. So one time this job right here was available. I thought that would have been a fun one to do, but stable now. It's stabled out. I don't know what to do, guys. My contract ends. When does my contract end? God, this episode's going to be long. The 31st. One reason why I don't want to do it is because I know like my star reputation will go down a little bit if I resign right now. I'm looking for something, but I don't know what it is. I think I'm actually looking for myself, ain't I? Yeah, that's where we're sitting right now. Not quite at 3.5 stars, but really close to it. I wish that there was a way, like, I mean, I know I'm studying for my pro license, but I wish there was a way to see exactly how long you have left. I know it ends in November, but I don't recall when. It should be pretty soon because typically I just apply for them in the off season. So what I'm thinking is if that happens pretty soon, I'll give it maybe to like the 15th. And if it hadn't came in then, I'm going to just go ahead and apply for that other job. And we'll see what happens then. We'll come back next episode. It'll be a job hunt or we'll be looking into the new club. If you enjoyed that video, why don't you go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, and thank you guys for watching.